This is another fine mess you've made here, I see.
We have made a heck of a mess.
Yeah.
I got another button.
Well, that's great.
Yeah, this one's much bigger.
And from this one, I detected gold.
Wow.
To confirm your theory is
Gold?
gold, yeah.
Gold in the wood?
Yeah.
Gold.
Wow, that's wild.
Wow.
Yeah.
And we haven't seen nothing yet.
That's right, Gary.
During a final excavation, the team exposed a gold-covered button, likely from a high-ranking military uniform, a shocking discovery. Then they found a silverware handle, intricately designed, hinting at deep, dark secrets buried on Oak Island. The team's curiosity soared as they wondered about the mysterious people who left these treasures behind. What terrifying truths are these objects trying to tell us? Let's reveal the greatest treasure ever discovered on the ancient island. The crazy treasures buried beneath Oak Island. Their tools next exposed a silverware handle covered with detailed designs. Finding things like this is rare, making each discovery a big clue in solving the island's secrets. Excited by what they found, the team's excitement grew as they wondered who these people were and why they were here. Carefully, they took the new finds to a high-tech lab where experts could study them more. There, using advanced tools like X-ray fluorescence spectrometry, they started to uncover the stories hidden in the button. Was it British? What secrets did it hold about past adventures on Lot 5? But the surprises didn't end there. The analysis showed the button was covered in gold, revealing not just the metal, but also old gilding techniques. Fire gilding, where gold is bonded to another metal with heat and chemicals, was used. Looking closer with scanning electron microscopes, they saw fine details on the button, suggesting it was part of a grand uniform, maybe military. The sun hung low over Oak Island, casting long shadows that seemed to whisper of hidden secrets just beneath the surface. In the midst of this mysterious landscape, a team of researchers huddled around a newly uncovered artifact, their faces glowing with excitement. Their discovery, marked by intricate patterns etched into its surface, hinted at deeper stories waiting to be unearthed. One researcher, peering closely at the artifact, could hardly contain their enthusiasm. The intricate design suggested a complex history, possibly holding keys to understanding the past lives of those who once inhabited the island. As they examined the artifact, the rest of the team buzzed with anticipation, each member eager to dive deeper into the soil's secrets. The excitement was palpable as more tools were grabbed with renewed vigor, the team preparing to delve further into the ground. Each scoop of earth brought them closer to the past, promising revelations that could only be described as incredible. As they worked, the island seemed to come alive with the echoes of history. Each layer of soil peeled back, revealing more about the mysterious and storied past of Oak Island. The team moved with a purpose, driven by the thrill of discovery and the relentless pursuit of history, each member playing a part in unraveling the island's ancient mysteries. Another exciting discovery was an artifact made of silver, which thrilled the team even more. This find increased their curiosity about other potential treasures hidden on Oak Island. They started wondering if these treasures could be linked to historical figures like Sir William Phipps. He was a famous naval officer and privateer who recovered a huge fortune in silver and gold from a Spanish shipwreck in the late 1600s. The team thought that some of Phipps' recovered treasures might have ended up on Oak Island, hidden away. But this wasn't the only intriguing part. They also found very strong and durable materials around a tunnel under a garden on the island. It seemed like someone, many years ago, had gone to great lengths to hide or protect something valuable. These fascinating discoveries, along with ancient items found nearby, suggested a rich history of treasure hunting and possibly secret activities on Oak Island. Adding more to the mystery, experts Gary Drayton, Laird Niven, and Emma Culligan explored a mysterious circle of stones near the sea at Lot 5. They were thrilled when they found a coin and what looked like a bead from ancient Phoenicia just a few days earlier. These finds could reveal more about historical interactions and connections between different parts of the world. A major breakthrough came when a small coin, possibly a penny or half-penny, was examined using a high-tech SkyScan 1273 CT scanner. This device allowed the team to look closely at the coin through layers of corrosion without damaging it. This careful examination helps preserve the coin and gives a clearer picture of its origin and age. It deepens our understanding of the historical context surrounding these artifacts, providing insights into a time rich with naval adventures and exploits. While looking at a damaged artifact, hidden details came out that were crucial for understanding the coin's history. The SkyScan 1273 CT scanner, a top-notch piece of technology, used advanced X-ray methods to look inside objects, revealing complex structures and features that usually stay hidden. When the coin was placed in the scanner, the X-rays gently passed through its metal shell, capturing a series of cross-sectional images. These images were then digitally combined to create a virtual 3D model of the coin, allowing researchers to examine its internal makeup and spot fine markings that were once invisible. The results from the CT scan were both surprising and interesting. The coin showed intricate designs, including a king's image and the minting date, offering essential clues about its historical significance. Researchers figured out that the coin likely came from the time of King George III, who ruled from 1760 to 1820. This discovery suggested that the coin might have been made before the famous money pit was found, exciting historians and treasure hunters. But this wasn't the most fascinating part. The scan showed signs of heavy use, suggesting the coin had been in circulation for many years before it was either lost or thrown away. Moreover, the presence of corrosion, usually a problem for traditional examination methods, actually helped the researchers this time. The SkyScan 1273 CT scanner allowed them to see past the corrosion, making it easier to study the coin. This breakthrough, thanks to the SkyScan 1273 CT scanner, has opened new doors in the study of old coins. It reminds us of the hidden wonders within everyday items, waiting to be discovered through advanced technology and careful investigation. But this isn't the end of the story. Such discoveries inspire more questions about the history and journey of these artifacts, shining light on parts of our past that were once hidden in the ordinary. The owner's motives for bringing a coin to Oak Island added a new layer to the island's already complex history. It hinted at the possibility of hidden treasures yet to be found. As the exploration continued, even more fascinating items were uncovered, like pieces of what looked like ancient Chinese pottery. This find led some to wonder if there had been a Portuguese presence on the island, possibly involving famous explorers like Vasco da Gama. In the early 1500s, he was known for trading with China, often bringing back valuable items like fine Chinese porcelain, which were popular in Europe and the Americas. New clues lead the team deeper into Oak Island, revealing a hidden story beneath the ground, the insane southern swamp secrets. The discovery of this pottery near a stone pathway sparked theories about who built the road and why, with the Portuguese as possible builders. The style and condition of the pottery gave clues about the age of the artifacts, suggesting they belonged to people who traveled this road long ago. As the excavation team dug deeper, they found more pottery fragments, each one adding another piece to the island's story. Among the scattered pieces were parts of different containers, maybe from a teacup or a bowl, with unique patterns that hinted at their far-off origins and the long journeys they had made before ending up on Oak Island. But the most exciting find was an old boot sole with hobnails. This showed it was very old since modern shoes use glue instead of nails. Found near the stone pathway, this boot sole suggested the road had been used for centuries, walked on by many generations. Each new discovery, from the first coin to the pottery fragments and the ancient boot sole, brought the team closer to understanding Oak Island's history. These finds created a vivid picture of human presence on the island, connecting it to distant parts of the world over many years. A remote area with traces of old settlements and forgotten paths, a group set out to explore the history of an island. They wanted to uncover the stories of the people who once lived there. Leading the way were the Lagina brothers, Marty and Rick, along with their colleague, Craig Tester. They focused their search along the southern edge of a swamp, where they found an interesting wooden structure hidden under an old stone road. This discovery excited the team, suggesting a hidden chapter of the island's history. As they examined the wooden structure, they noticed the skilled craftsmanship. The logs were expertly joined together, creating a strong foundation that supported the stone road above. This detailed construction indicated that the path suddenly stopped, hinting at more secrets underneath. But this wasn't the most surprising part. This was no ordinary road. Buried under layers of swamp and time, it was an important historical feature. Logs arranged underneath hinted at a deliberate concealment, maybe hiding the true purpose of the road. Marty speculated that it might lead to hidden treasures. This idea was fueled by their recent finds nearby, including ancient chains and artifacts like a large hand-forged chain and hook from the 16th century. These findings suggested the site might have been used for loading or unloading heavy cargo from ships long ago. The analysis of the chain pointed to a complex system, likely designed for moving heavy loads across rough terrains. This indicated the road might have been part of a larger plan for transporting valuables from ships into the island. Further explorations revealed a barrel stave near the site, matching others found in the swamp. This suggested the area was used consistently over time, possibly dating back 600 years. Despite the challenges and mysteries, the team's determination grew. Each discovery, from barrel staves to unusual wooden tools, slowly painted a picture of a busy, possibly strategic pathway through the swamp. This deepened the intrigue around Oak Island's past. The discovery of large rocks and potential road markers along the way highlighted a well-planned infrastructure. Marty, who was once skeptical about the swamp's significance, began to reassess the historical importance of this area. On a bright morning, Rick and Marty Lagina, together with their dedicated team, continued their quest to uncover the island's history, focusing on the swamp. Just a week earlier, they had found significant clues while digging a stone road in the swamp's southeast corner, believed to be 500 years old. They discovered intricate pieces of pottery and unusual items like a stick embedded at the swamp's edge. Unique layers of peat and mud hinted at more secrets below. This prompted a call to Dr. Spooner for his expertise. But there was more. Dr. Spooner's analysis of the unusual peat over sand layers contradicted natural geological processes. It suggested the landscape had been artificially changed, possibly engineered, to help transport valuable cargo from ships to the island via the stone road. As the day went on, the team's discoveries continued to grow. Each artifact added to the complex history of Oak Island, driving them deeper into the swamp's southern shores in search of more clues, eager to piece together the island's mysterious past. Every piece of pottery they find on Oak Island, whether it's a bowl, dish, or plate, tells a story from long ago. These artifacts show the wealth and elegance of the people who once lived or visited there. When the team discovers a handle among the shards, it adds more to the story, hinting that these past visitors were quite sophisticated. The age and origin of the pottery sparked the team's curiosity, making them wonder about the untold stories of the island. But this isn't the most intriguing part. Scattered artifacts and different types of pottery create a rich historical picture. This could be linked to the stone road and the transport of valuable goods in history. As the day ends, Rick, Marty, and their team face more questions than answers, but every new find brings them closer to understanding Oak Island's past. These discoveries fuel their determination to dig deeper. A muddy corner of Oak Island's swamp, Rick Lagina, his nephew Alex, Gary Drayton, and Billy Gerhardt are digging. They're following the trail of a stone road, believed to be over 500 years old, discovered 2 years ago. This road, along with old wooden barrels and a stone path, suggests it was used to offload treasures. Ancient finds hint at a big breakthrough, changing what they know about the island's past. Discoveries in the depths, the hidden secrets of Oak Island. But this wasn't the biggest surprise. Their journey takes an exciting turn when Gary finds an old, roughly made chain, likely used in past cargo operations. This discovery makes the team imagine the busy activities that once happened on the island. As they dig more, they find more interesting artifacts, including an iron spike stuck in wood, hinting at an old structure from the 1700s or earlier. This spike supports theories about a structure in the swamp, echoing treasure hunter Fred Nolan's findings of a dam-like structure possibly meant to create the swamp. Among the finds is an ancient iron fastener, which sparks debates about its connection to the stone road and the dam theory. The team eagerly anticipates cleaning and examining this artifact, hoping for new insights the next day. Rick, Craig, and others consult blacksmithing expert Carmen Legg, whose analysis of a peculiar fastener suggests it was used to build something important in the swamp, maybe for hanging lanterns or other needs. But this wasn't all. Their discoveries grow as they show Carmen more artifacts, including a strong piece of iron and an old hook, each telling a part of the island's history. These items, from the 1600s to the 1700s, suggest a ship might have been in the swamp, sparking debates about its origin and purpose. Each clue brings them closer to solving a centuries-old mystery and renews their excitement for the secrets still buried beneath Oak Island. As Rick Lagina and his team keep digging on Oak Island, they grow more determined with every new find. Each artifact adds a piece to the island's mysterious history. One of the most exciting discoveries is the Stone Road, which might be around 500 years old. This brings up big questions about who built it and why. Could it have been there even before European settlers arrived in North America? Was it just a road, or did it have a special, maybe sacred purpose? Rick, along with Gary Drayton, a metal detection expert, and Billy Gerhardt, a dedicated digger, explored the southern edge of a triangular swamp. This swamp hints at old stories and hidden treasures. As they dig deeper, they find relics that tell tales from long ago. Among these are pieces of shipwrecks dating back to the 15th to 18th centuries. But this wasn't the most surprising find. Near the swamp's edge, they discover a piece of a ship's railing, which turns out to be from the 8th century. This suggests visitors from a very distant time, possibly the medieval Vikings, making Oak Island's history even more complex than anyone thought. The swamp isn't just a wetland, it's a historic puzzle. Each artifact they find adds to a bigger picture. One day, they uncover a well-crafted piece of wood, likely from a boat used to protect bigger ships from the rough shorelines. This sparks more questions and dreams. Is it a piece of a shipwreck, a silent witness to ancient sailors? But that's not all. They find what looks like a wall or dam under the swamp water, similar to what Fred Nolan, a treasure hunter from decades ago, believed. Nolan thought the swamp might have been made to hide something valuable. Could this be part of the dam Nolan talked about, linked to the mysterious ship's railing? Dr. Ian Spooner, a geoscientist, joins them, intrigued by what the sediment might reveal. Their findings, including the ancient stone road or maybe a ship's wharf, hint at a deep past, possibly as old as the ship's railing. They wonder about the wooden structure they found. Was it a platform for loading and unloading goods, part of a trade network, or a secret place for hidden treasures? Rick Lagina and his team are at a crucial point in their search. Each discovery at the swamp's edge pulls them deeper into Oak Island's mysteries, promising to reveal even more about its fascinating past. But what if these discoveries are just the beginning? The damp, wide area of the swamp, old stories and adventures lay hidden, hinting at something much bigger than it first seems. It's a tale of human determination that spans generations, maybe even centuries. As more evidence is found, the story of Oak Island's swamp unfolds, showing the ongoing human quest to explore, understand, and reveal the secrets buried beneath. On Oak Island, a small piece of land filled with tales of hidden treasures, each day brings new chances. Rick Lagina and Scott Barlow arrive at the Money Pit, a famous spot said to hide treasures that have escaped searchers for over 229 years. Their goal is clear but tough: to dig deeper than ever before under the garden shaft with a new drilling operation. Today isn't just another day of digging. It's a key moment in their relentless search for the legendary treasure. The team, using the latest technology and driven by curiosity, focuses on a spot at the bottom of the garden shaft. Hidden under layers of earth, they find a wooden tunnel discovered 3 weeks earlier. This tunnel isn't just a path through the soil, it's a faint echo from the past, possibly dating back to the 17th century, leading to a place treasure hunters call the Baby Blob. An older than expected tunnel suggests a deeper history than they thought. Battling the floods, Oak Island's unyielding quest. Wrapped in both darkness and legend, this area has shown traces of gold and silver in past water tests. But these treasures are still out of reach, buried between 80 and 120 feet underground. This discovery raises more questions than it answers. The tunnel, expected to be intact, was partly taken apart. Was this damage done by previous treasure hunters, a drastic move to keep the treasure secret, or just the result of time's relentless march? Despite these questions, the team starts a crucial stage in their exploration. They keep working, determined to piece together the clues, trying to connect with the whispered secrets of the past, buried deep in the swamp's muddy hold. Each find pushes them forward, deeper into history and closer to solving the mysterious puzzle of Oak Island. But even with every new clue, the challenge remains. The deeper they dig, the more questions they face, making their journey both exciting and never-ending. The swamp holds its secrets tightly, but the team's resolve is stronger, pushing them to uncover the truths that lie hidden beneath. The team is working on extending a garden shaft down to 106 feet when they notice something unusual. To help dig deeper, they bring in specialists from Duma Contracting Limited. They're hoping to uncover unexplored sections of an old tunnel and possibly find hidden treasures. The digging is done very carefully, as every sample of soil could reveal important clues. Each layer of earth tells a part of history. As they dig deeper, the excitement builds. Every few feet brings them closer to historical connections, and they eagerly collect samples for carbon dating. But then, they face a big problem. At about 97 feet deep, near where they think the tunnel is, they encounter a flood. Water quickly fills the shaft, threatening to stop their work and bury the tunnel's secrets even deeper. It looks like they've triggered one of the legendary flood tunnels, designed to flood and protect the treasure from intruders. Even so, the team contacts Marty Lagina to discuss the situation. The flood is not just a physical barrier, but a reminder of the tough challenges that have stopped many treasure seekers over the years. Rick, Marty, and their crew are close to a big discovery, facing challenges that have beaten many before them. Their commitment to the quest is strong, driven not just by the hope of finding wealth, but by the desire to uncover historical secrets. A peaceful garden, Rick and his team start an extraordinary dig below the surface. They find what looks like a treasure-filled tunnel, confirmed by large, uniquely shaped beams coming out of the earth. The excitement grows as they carefully plan to dig out and examine the beams. Each piece tells more about the tunnel's history. Some of the beams are dated back to the 17th century, making the discovery even more intriguing. As they work to preserve and explore these ancient secrets, every step forward connects them deeper with history. But this wasn't the only surprise. As they dig further, Gary, a key member of the team, is asked to check out a newly uncovered section. He looks for any metal traces that might tell them more about the tunnel's origins. Gary finds a metal piece with a strange shape and another piece that doesn't seem to fit with what they've found so far. These pieces bring up exciting questions. Could these be from the original builders of the tunnel, left behind as silent witnesses to centuries of history? The team is very careful to protect the historical site. They use special tools and equipment to document and catalog everything they find, no matter how small. Each artifact is important and adds to their growing understanding of the tunnel's complex past. But the story doesn't end there. The ancient wood samples suggest a history that might be older than any known records of the area. Every discovery adds to a larger story of a place with many layers of time. Each layer they uncover reveals a new chapter of human effort. The team's careful collection and analysis of data show a past that is both rich and intriguing, offering more questions than answers as they continue to uncover the history of the money pit. One of their finds is an ancient tool called an adze, which connects them directly to our ancestors and shows the link between past and present. This is a big moment for Rick and his team. They realize they aren't just uncovering old objects, but they are revealing an important part of human history tied to Oak Island. The tunnel, with its hint of hidden treasures, has fascinated many people for generations. For Rick, his brother Marty, and their team, this dig at the so-called money pit, which dates back to the mid-18th century, is more than just archaeology. During their work, they notice a persistent problem with water seeping into the shaft, threatening their progress. The water coming from a specific part of the shaft is both a problem and a clue, pointing to a large underground network below. But this wasn't the only challenge they faced. A major part of their mission involves a big expansion by Duma Contracting Limited. With bold determination, they aim to dig deeper, almost 100 feet down. This daring effort is driven by the exciting chance of finding a long sealed tunnel, which, according to carbon dating, goes back to the 17th century, a time full of mystery. The hunt for treasure heats up as the team faces new challenges and exciting discoveries. Oak Island's forgotten treasures. The first discovery of the tunnel during core drilling brought great excitement to the team, suggesting a link to a place believed to have lots of precious metals. This possibility increased their hopes and dreams of finding valuable treasures. The team's strong resolve to dig deeper and uncover the hidden stories keeps them going, each discovery connecting them more with the mysteries of Oak Island's rich history. As Duma Contracting Limited digs deeper into the garden shaft, the excitement is really starting to build. Every inch they progress brings them closer to possibly finding a treasure from long ago. This mission is a mix of careful planning, advanced drilling technology, and strong dedication, pushing them forward. The goal of uncovering secrets in the 17th century tunnel has captured the imaginations of adventurers and historians, making the garden shaft a symbol of hope and discovery. As they go deeper, the team, led by the brothers, works on a plan to manage the water leakage. They inject quick-setting urethane through strategically drilled holes to block the water source completely. The expanding foam helps stabilize the shaft and preserve its historical and archaeological value. They reach a depth of 87 feet and find soil that hasn't been touched by modern times. This discovery brings them tantalizingly close to the long-sought tunnel. But the most exciting part is the possibility of connecting with this ancient passage. It fuels their resolve, promising the chance of finding significant things like artifacts or hidden treasures within the depths of Oak Island. At the same time, a parallel core drilling operation, led by geologist Terry Matt and archaeologist Miriam Morale, focuses on Aladdin's cave. This large space, possibly made by humans, holds its own promises of historical and archaeological discoveries. The team's determination grows with each layer of earth they dig through, driven by the hope of historical breakthroughs and the lure of undiscovered wealth. Centuries ago, a team equipped with a sophisticated camera system that can see in dim light and provide a full surround view ventured into a hidden space, searching for signs of ancient human presence. Excitement grew when they spotted a square-headed bolt, suggesting possible man-made structures or tools embedded within the cave. This exploration is not just a simple search. It involves careful effort to piece together historical clues. Each discovery and artifact they uncover brings them closer to understanding the long-held stories of Oak Island. Soon, they will use sonar technology to map the cave's layout, opening new paths for exploration and possibly revealing hidden treasures. The journey of Rick and Marty Lagina shows their relentless drive for knowledge and understanding. Each venture into the unknown, each obstacle overcome, adds depth to the legend of Oak Island, making us wonder what lies just beyond our reach. Their ongoing adventure, fueled by curiosity, historical interest, and the thrill of uncovering the unknown, continues to captivate. Between 40 to 142 feet below, what was called Aladdin's Cave last year holds untold stories waiting to be discovered. Rick and Marty Lagina, along with their team, have embarked on an exciting quest to solve the mystery of the Money Pit, a site rumored to hide treasures from centuries ago. Their exploration focuses on the mysterious area known as Aladdin's Cave, deep underground. They aim to find out whether this cave is a natural geological feature or something crafted by human hands. But this wasn't the worst part. The deeper they go, the more complex and dangerous the search becomes. Each new discovery brings more questions than answers, fueling their determination to solve the mysteries of Oak Island. Their latest adventure, the team wasn't just interested in science. They also wanted to find any hidden treasures that might be there. With the latest technology, they started their journey into Aladdin's cave. They had muon detectors, which are great for finding treasure zones in the famous money pit. These tools had shown signs of underground spaces and objects before, so the team was excited about finding something big. The journey began by putting a high-definition camera into a new hole drilled into Aladdin's cave. This first look was meant to get visual proof of the cave's origins and its hidden contents. The excitement among the team was clear as they guided the camera through the underground world, hoping to find hidden vaults or treasure. As the camera went down, the team closely watched the cave walls, thinking about what might be hidden there. Blaine, an expert in underwater imaging, then used a sonar device to map the cave. This tool, which sends and receives high-intensity radar pulses, was key to making a 3D map of Aladdin's cave. But this wasn't the best part. As the data came in, the team saw signs of possible man-made entrances, hinting that the cave might really be a treasure chamber. The excitement grew the next day when they looked at the sonar data. The early results gave an exciting glimpse into the cave, with mysterious entrances and unknown depths that needed more exploring. Even though the data wasn't complete, the chance of finding treasures in the cave kept the team determined. They believed in the cave's historical importance and had heated discussions about their next steps. In the end, they decided to drill another hole, hoping it would give a new view and reveal more secrets in Aladdin's cave. The goal was to learn more about the cave and its possible treasures. The Lagina brothers and their team were always aware of the many challenges Oak Island had. Their journey was full of moments of excitement and hope, driven by the dream of making historic discoveries. This endless search for knowledge and treasure showed the enduring human desire to uncover the unknown. Was the team's relentless pursuit for treasures in the cave justified, or was it driven by mere fantasy? Share your thoughts in the comments, like and subscribe for more.